All right, good morning, folks. How are we this morning? So, today, as you know, today's basically SWAC Championship and everything. But unfortunately, because of the elements and because this hotel has an occupied media room right now, I had to improvise. So, I am in a hotel gym and we're going to make this work. We're going to make a way out of no way. Just because, as I already said, I would have sat poolside, but it's raining, and I'm not going to sit in the rain with this laptop and all these electronics. And the media room is being used right now, so we had to improvise, and we're going to do the best we can this morning. So hopefully everybody's off to a good morning and stuff. Do not let this rain deter you. Get your butt in the stadium. Go watch this game today. This is still history. Go see it happen. I'm going to be sitting there with my rain poncho on too. I do not care. So with that being said, of course, we're going to break down FAMU Prairie View. We're going to talk about players to watch, things such as that, keys to victory, score predictions, your thoughts as well, and all that fun stuff such as that. What needs to happen in order to secure a win today? Also, how do the elements play a factor into today's game? Things such as that. I anticipated to rain all day, to be honest with you. All right, we already got a comment. How's the weather over there? Honestly, dude, it's raining pretty hard right now. It's raining pretty hard right now. Now, somebody said it's not supposed to rain between like 12 and 6, but right now I'm not buying that. It's coming down pretty hard. So I anticipate it to be raining all day. This is a run the ball type deal today. It wasn't that bad last night, but this morning it's been pretty bad. And it's really supposed to, it's crazy because it's supposed to be like this. Tallahassee, it's supposed to be like this. Atlanta, it already looks like it's dark out. Looking at College game day. Charlotte, even tonight for the ACC championship, it's supposed to rain too. So it's going to be like this in a lot of places, and that's unfortunate. But you got to do what you got to do. So with that being said, of course, we're going to roll this intro first, and then we're going to get right into it and talk about it. So don't go anywhere. Get comfortable. Get you some coffee. Have happy thoughts this morning as well. To always like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to also leave a comment for those that are watching. If you want to comment, head over to YouTube because again, don't know why Facebook, and you can leave likes on Facebook. I don't know why you can't comment. And then of course Twitter, you can't really comment, but you can watch and leave likes as well. But with that being said, here we go. All right, so here we go. So we're off and running. So as it goes, I'm reading this off my tablet too, so I'm actually fluctuating back and forth between two different screens right now. So y'all bear with me. This weather kind of really threw a wrench in a lot of stuff. So last game for FAMU basically after the bye week, and you had the luxury of a bye week. Your last time out, beat Bethune, won the Florida Classic, secured the fourth trophy you've set out for this year. Wait, so Orange Blossom Classic, SWAC East title, Florida Classic, yeah, third. You're looking for the fourth one today. So secured your third trophy for the year 2 weeks ago. So Honestly, last week, and of course, you kind of see it. I know a lot of people wanted to put up 40 on Bethune, but they didn't really open up the playbook. Also, you have Willie Simmons who stated, if we play fundamentally sound football, everything else will take care of itself. Also, you landed 13 players on the all SWAC list. Willie Simmons was named Coach of the Year. Musa was named Offensive Player of the Year. Isaiah Major was named Defensive Player of the Year, and I know that already comes with its own controversy, but Isaiah Major, great player. He's the alpha on this defense. He is the unquestionable leader of this defense. The defense goes as he goes, and you kind of see it where it's like the defense kind of inherits the mentality of the top dog, like how the defense inherited the mentality Marquise Bell had in 2019 and 2021, and then like the defense inherited that same style of ferociousness that Isaiah Majors had the last 2 years. So it kind of goes as the leader goes of the defense. And this is why Isaiah Major was named SWAC Defensive Player of the Year. Take nothing away from Colton Bubba Adams, great player as well. I think both have a chance to land in NFL camps. Will they get drafted the way things have been lately? I don't know. I hope so, but we'll see. I also do think both the systems that both players are in benefit them in their own respective ways. So I don't understand everybody wants to argue this and stuff, and nobody really likes it because, it's a FAMU player that won the award, and everybody that's been in this conference for a while is still a little petty and a little upset about that, but who really gives a what about that? All that matters are the people in that room. So that being said, my tirade's over on that. Raining cats and Panthers in the Sunshine State capital, Florida, Tallahassee. Yeah, it is. It's pouring out right now. And a few minutes ago, I was questioning if I wanted to go outside and go get my water bottle or not. And I was like, you know what? This gym has free water, so I'm going to just drink free water. So, and that's how I ended up in this gym too anyway. So, yeah, I'm not going outside right now. I'm not going outside until I actually have to. So I have between now and 2 p.m. to get my mind right for that. But also, too, you finished the regular season as the number 1 defense in the FCS and also 5th in the FCS nationally as a team, which is an excellent thing that you want to do. As far as players to watch today, as you know, I should have put the stats in for that, and I did not. Give me 1 second. Bear with me. That's terrible on my part. So, as far as players to watch today, it goes as follows. Jeremy Musa, who basically 182 of 316 passes completed, 2,416 yards passing on the season, 18 touchdown passes, 7 interceptions for Musa. Another player to watch today, your leading rusher on the team, Terrell Jennings, 84 carries, 493 yards. He'll have a chance to get to 500 yards on the season or get to half of the century mark with 6 total TDs. And then 26 receptions, 489 yards, 4 TDs for Marcus Riley as well. And among that, also 2 other players to watch today, Kamari Young, Jamarius Shareed, Isaiah Major, Anthony Dunn, who at the time, at one point, was 5th in the FCS in sacks. You also have Isaiah Major, who I stated earlier, Defensive Player of the Year in the SWAC, and also Kendall Bowler, who actually I was surprised to find out has another year of eligibility. So it will be up to him whether he wants to come back or not. I would assume he is going to come back. That would be a huge boost to the secondary for next season. Running will be huge today. Yeah, you're gonna have to establish a run today. Thankfully, too, you had a bye week, so you had a chance to get some linemen back healthy, like Cesar Reyes, TJ Lee, and company, and everything such as that. Like you had a chance, and then plus, if anything, if I'm an offensive lineman and I'm waking up and I'm seeing this type of weather, this is a lineman's dream. Tough, gritty, in the rain type football, run the ball. This is a lineman's dream. You couldn't be happier if you're a lineman, because now it's like I get to physically impose my will on someone in the rain every single down. Realistically speaking, too, don't be surprised if you see a situation where Willie Simmons may pull out some old plays that Rudy Hubbard gave him, because back then running the ball was very prominent. Do you know if Dunn is playing today? I would assume so. He's had plenty of time to rest. I did not see him play in the Florida Classic. And then you had the bye week last week, so he's had basically 2 weeks to fully recover. Plus, I don't think he played against Lincoln. I didn't really watch the Lincoln game closely. So, I mean, if anything, if he didn't play against Lincoln, that's like what? That's 3 weeks right there that you've had to rest, unless it's something really serious and nagging. So I think you are all systems go for this week. So I'm assuming that he is active for today. I know for a fact, Willie Simmons mentioned a couple injuries that guys will be back this week. So, like, Musa was nursing an injury. He's full go today. Marcus Riley was nursing an injury. He's full go today. Although I don't know how beneficial passing the ball will be in this weather today. So you're going to have to really prove you can run the ball. So the law firms of Yant and Jennings and Dean and Wilhoit will have to be very beneficial today and be on their P's and Q's. Also, too, so before I get into questions, and also to continue to type in your thoughts. The four of you watching today, and others that may chime in as well. So for Prairie View, last game 2 weeks ago against Alabama State, that game Wellwithal won the West. They held Alabama State to 16 rushing yards. They surrendered 383 passing yards on defense. So, quite frankly, what does that mean? Because honestly, it doesn't matter. I don't think passing the ball is going to really work for anybody today. Only one penalty for 5 yards last game. Not bad. They also played a team that I don't think is that good. They have a top 10 defense in Alabama State, but yeah, dang. Also, expect Bubba to have his team ready. Expect Bubba McDowell to have his team ready. They haven't forgotten what happened on homecoming. They're also – did the Marching Storm make it to Tallahassee today? I'm not 100% sure. For those of you that are band heads, I'm not 100% sure that they made it. They probably did. They probably didn't. There's supposed to be a 0 quarter today. We'll see if that actually happens. As well, too, players to watch for players to watch for Prairie View today. Trazion Connolly, who was 5 of 11 for 109 yards 2 weeks ago, 1 TD, 1 interception. Caleb Johnson, 14 carries, 77 yards 2 weeks ago. David Murray, 2 carries, 2 yards, 2 TDs. So basically every carry he got, he made the most of it on the goal line and got a TD. Chris Hernan, 1 reception, 54 yards, 1 TD. So the one chance he got at making a play, he made it. And then also 2 linebacker, Keyshawn Johnson and defensive back Jawan Lewis. How do you think the layoff will affect the team today? I'm expecting a complete game today. Honestly, I think the layoff was more beneficial than anything. My real question is the elements outside right now affecting this team? I question how does that affect them more than anything, because it's more so like you're not going to be able to throw the ball today. If you do attempt to throw the ball today, you better make sure it is absolutely 100% there. And whoever is on the receiving end of Moose's passes needs to look the football in, because this is tricky. Realistically today, I would not go with gloves today. I wouldn't even wear gloves today. They're not beneficial in this instance. They're really not. And honestly, I hate to be mean like this, but it's like nobody on this team is in the NFL right now getting paid. Nobody on this team has hands like what's his name? Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson or Mike Evans. So nobody needs to be wearing gloves today as far as if we're going to pass the ball today. I think this is strictly a run the ball type day. I really do. And this is going to be a tough, gritty type day on defense. If Prairie View wants to throw the ball and be bold, let them. But I wouldn't be throwing the ball a whole lot today. But I don't think that the layoff affects the team, really. I think the elements does more so. Okay, so what needs to happen to ensure that this is the same outcome as homecoming today? Simply put, expect them to come in guns blazing. Yeah, you're right. It is. That's facts. It is going to be very low scoring, I think. And actually, that's going to play a factor in how I predict the score to be today as well. Because I think passing the ball has just gone out the window. But yeah, what needs to happen to ensure that you get the same outcome as homecoming? Really, just start fast. Start fast. Take care of the football. Protect the football. It's going to be slick, so the ball is going to come out a little bit easier. You just have to run tough and be more mindful that you're holding onto the ball and stuff. Be mindful when you go to the ground and get tackled and things such as that. Definitely affects us offensively, but plays into our hand defensively. Yeah, no, it really does. It really does. And this is actually one of my keys to victory that I'll hint at later. Funny enough. Why is it so good to go best on best at this point in the year in practice? So for those of you that saw the Running On podcast 2 weeks, not this week, last week on Wednesday, when we had Coach Henry on, I told him and I asked him, I was like, I'm sure that, you're not going best on best. You're going probably scout team against best right now. And he mentioned something that was pretty interesting, saying, well, that's not the case exactly. We opened up practice one day last week and we went best on best. And I was like, oh, okay. Because something I didn't know is UGA does something similar to that on Tuesdays. They call it Bloody Tuesday, where Georgia will go best on best for the majority of the practice just to get the best out of both guys. So I'm assuming FAMU does something similar to that, not exactly that, but that's a genius move, I think, to do that. I know everybody says, well, what about injuries and all this stuff and blah, 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 blah. If you know how to practice, injuries don't happen. Injuries happen when you play scared, and 2, when you don't know what you're doing. That's when injuries happen. So, going best on best in practice and stuff, especially getting ready for a game like this, and then also for the Celebration Bowl, plays hugely into developmental favors. So I'm all in for it. Where else are we at? Why is it fast? Why is a fast start important today? Yeah. Yep. Why is a fast start very important today? I mean, look, even in the rain, if you can get off to a fast start, because honestly, I don't think Prairie View is a very good tackling team, especially in their secondary. I think that getting off to a fast start is very beneficial. How do you adapt to the elements today? One thing about the elements today is if you pass the ball, the benefit goes to the wide receiver, because why? I'm going to say this. FAMU's wide receivers are more familiar with this turf when it's raining than anybody else. So they know where they're going. The defensive back does not know where he's going. Plus, he's backpedaling, and he's trying to keep up with you. Plus, he has to come up and play the run. So benefit FAMU wide receivers. Just at that point, secure the catch. Same deal can be said for Prairie View's wide receivers when running routes. They're not familiar with the turf, but still, be mindful of your footing and where you're going. That's one main reason how the elements play a factor. So it's actually you can actually thank God that this is not a grass surface today. Otherwise, this field would be very, very slick and get tore up really, really quick, especially the way it looks outside right now and how hard the rain is falling right now. So, yeah, so there's no need to adjust between screw-ins and stuff like that. You can just wear the regular turf cleats, probably change them out, keep a second pair of dry cleats available, but you're going to have to be mindful of the elements today. Now, for Prairie View, how do you make it more competitive this time around? Simply put, you got to come in and don't be intimidated. Do not be intimidated by the environment of what you're walking into. I know that you have certain people and certain aspects with ESPN that affect when bands can play and stuff, which I think that's just overall dumb. I think we're going to see a lot of Kareem Burke today. I would honestly too. I think you got to get him out in space. There are ways to get your wide receivers the ball, especially today. You just have to do it right. That's a good question. Does it? Honestly, dude, I can honestly count on one hand in my lifetime how many raining games I've been to. And I can honestly tell you So in both of them were when Bragg had grass. So I was at homecoming in 2011 when it rained like in the second half, like in the fourth quarter, and it wasn't raining hard, but the field held up pretty well. And then I want to say Alabama State in 2008. It rained before the game, and it wasn't that bad. Like it, and again, both instances were when it was grass. And then you look at the West Florida game when it rained too. For that, field still held up pretty well, but I'm not too sure of the drainage system. Usually, turf doesn't accumulate and build and turn to like how grass can. Facts. I've only been to one, and it was 2000. Yeah, yeah. See, this is a rare sight. This is a very rare sight. I could not to get off track, but I think the only time in this city where I've seen really, really, really bad rainy conditions was Florida State Miami in 2004, where like Doak Campbell's drainage system got exposed that day because it was so slick, mud puddles everywhere. It was just overall just a messy game, but Miami still won. But it was that was messy. But in Bragg, I've never seen this happen before. Looks like if it doesn't get delayed, it's going to be a ground and pound. It's a pretty good draining system. Okay, so it is a good draining system. Yeah, see, I think regardless, you got to ground and pound it. I'm hoping at some point, maybe early in the game, if it slacks up a little bit, maybe you can pass it. But this is a ground and pound type day. But the good thing is if you can get to the second level and get past linebackers and stuff, Prairie View secondary is not good at tackling. You got a chance to run maybe 200, 300 yards and establish your dominance. Plus, I think a lot of guys got to get involved in that running game. So, like Musa, he's going to have to utilize his legs today. Jet sweeps to Shareed, Riley, Burke, Jamari Gassett. Get them involved. Keep Prairie View off balance if you're going to run the ball today. All different types of tricks and wizardry, all of that. And the good thing, too, is because it's raining, you can't really put a lot of passing stuff on film. So there's a lot you can't really pull out of your hat as far as tricky stuff for, say, a Celebration Bowl preparation for the other side. Let's see. So how do you get this offense off balance? If you're Prairie View, you better just hope and pray that this offense just comes in off balanced. Terrell James is going to be huge. Yeah, him, Jaquez Dean, Wilhoit, Kareem Burke, all of them are going to have to be huge today because they're going to have to take the load off of one another. So that back by committee, especially in the rain, is going to be very huge. Empty the running back room. Yeah, dude, empty it out. Empty it all the way out. Yep. How vulnerable is this secondary? As I've stated multiple times already, this secondary is very vulnerable. This secondary I do not think is very good. You saw them get exposed in the passing game on homecoming. They are not a good tackling secondary. If you get past Keyshawn Johnson and that linebacking core, they're toast. What's it going to take for Prairie View to pull off an upset today? FAMU's just going to have a bad day in order for Prairie View to pull something off like that, because I think that you are going to see a home win number 20 today. Yeah, you might. You just might, honestly. And if you do see play action bootleg, and if it's a pass, whoever's on the receiving end better secure the catch. So guys like David Manigo, I trust Kamar Young. Make sure you secure the catch before you take off running. And hold on to the ball tight. Do not fumble. Yep. Stop the run, win the turnover battle. That's what it comes down to for us. Yeah, it does. It's actually funny you said that because I can actually give you my keys to victory now. So as far as keys to victory go, it's much like Kylan said, establish a run. First things first. So you have a back by committee, plus you have wide receivers that can also prove to be beneficial in the running game. And you also have a quarterback that is capable of running too. He just needs to be smart. And when it's time to slide. So, yes, key to victory number one, establish the run. I was thinking for weeks how to. Oh no, you're good. You're good. No, you read my mind. This foul weather will play havoc on all special teams, defensively and offensively. Yeah, it will. It will. That's the other thing too with special teams. You have to be. If you're the long snapper and the punter, you need to be the first people out on the field for warm-ups as far as like getting the snap down, snap to hold for field goals, all of it. Kickers, you're gonna have kickers especially get your footing right for on this surface. I don't care if you practice on it every day. Like things change when it rains. Things definitely. That's why they always kind of suggest never wear like spat on turf because it's already like you're running around on ice from what they say. I've never done it, but when it's raining, it's like you're gonna have to really be mindful of your footing. So, yeah, specialists are at the top of the list. Get your footing down so that way you have no hiccups later. Holders, get your hold down. Long snapper, get it right. Take as many reps as you can before this actual game starts when warm-ups are available. As soon as you get in there, change, hit the field. It's vital for snappers and holders. As well, too, so key to victory number 2 is as follows. No arm tackling on defense. In a game like this, with elements like this gets exposed. If you're arm tackling and reaching, especially in the rain, it's going to show, especially more now than ever. Because arm tackles, you're just going to – because everything's wet, you can't hold on to anything. You're just going to bounce right off, and guys are going to just keep on going. Plus, in weather like this too, it's always funny to see the linemen and stuff and the fat guys kind of like go for fumbles and stuff and kind of just like slip and slide and everything. So that's kind of funny. So we might get a treat or two with that today. But yeah, no arm tackling on defense. If Prairie View's arm tackling on defense, which I kind of do think they will, they're going to be in for a long day. And that's arm tackles ain't going to bring down Kelvin Dean, Leland Bullhoit, Terrell Jennings, or Jaquez Yant. It's just not going to happen. Hope we have plenty of dry towels ready and some bags of dried towel. Yeah, you're going to have to really, if there's any way possible to have like a heater on the sideline to keep towels and balls warm and dry, that would be very beneficial. And also, and I'm glad Fangs Up said that, you need whoever's the ball boy today or ball boys today or ball girls, you need to be mindful of how you're holding that football. Keep it dry, keep it underneath your raincoat or keep it underneath your poncho. Constantly be wiping it down. Constantly try your best to keep it dry. So it's so many factors as far as what needs to happen for victory today. Really, I can't give you 3 set keys to victory because there's so many that play a factor, such as warming up, getting your footing, such as whoever the ball boy or ball girl is, like this right here from Fangs Up, keeping the ball dry, finding your footing in pregame warm-ups and stuff. Like there's so many factors, not arm tackling in this type of weather. Definitely not yet. Oh yeah, no, dude. If he gets loose in this, if he gets loose out here in this, it's over. It's over. Because nobody's gonna want to tackle him in this rain. Ain't no way. My final key to victory is simply this. Don't let up. Do not let up. Don't play around. If you get up like 20-something to 0, don't just rest on your morals and think, oh my gosh, Celebration Bowl, we got it. No. You can probably hide some things, honestly, because you can't really do too much in this weather, but don't let up. So that's my final key to victory. Keep your foot on their throat. Don't play, as some of you would say on Twitter, don't play with your food. We still need the distraction committee. Honestly, are they even going to make it today? Are they going to make it today? Because I don't know. Dude, I hate to be that guy, but it's like that's a lot of weave and a lot of makeup that you just don't want to mess up. Are they going to stand in the rain for 60 minutes and do what they need to do? Plus, a poncho covers up a lot. So, hey. Thick 36, thick 26, thick 46. We need them all. Rain or shine. Yeah, I mean, you do. You do. I just want to see them stand out there in the rain, see if they're going to actually do it. I just want to see if they're going to stand out there in the rain. I'm all for it, but it's going to be a lot of people that are going to you just get a poncho, find a poncho. If you have not already, go to Sam's Club, go to Walmart, go to Dick's Sporting Goods, go to Academy Sports, do what you need to do now. Go find a raincoat or something and get inside that stadium and do what you need to do. We just need the first half. Yeah, we do. Really, we need the whole 60 minutes, but if you can jump on them in the first half, that'd be very beneficial. Rattlers swim better than Panthers. That's very true, too. They do. Snakes are actually very good amphibious creatures. Better than cats. So, yeah. So, with that, I can go ahead and give my score prediction. Y'all go ahead and drop your score predictions, too, in the comment section. Also, I appreciate y'all bearing with me and stuff. I'm doing this in a hotel gym. So, I made it work as best as I could. Wish I could have gotten to the conference room, but it is what it is. So this is, well, kind of I was going to alter it a little bit, but I guess I could. So prior to the rain, I had thought that this was going to be the final. So I guess I can go ahead and change it up a little bit. So with the rain now coming, or now being here, I'm going to go ahead and switch it to this. So I think this is actually what it's going to be now since we got rain. So I think it'll be 28-10. I think FAMU will get about a good 4 touchdowns today. Prairie View will get 1 and a field goal. Prairie View will do about 3 points better this time around. And everybody's going to say, oh, well, it was closer this time. No, the elements played a factor. If it had been dry, I think FAMU would have probably cut the dogs loose and took off on Prairie View. But it's all good. Low scoring game, bad guy, good guys 24, bad guys 6, SWAC champs. I'm with it. FAMU 21-7. Okay, I'm with it. 21 over. PV 3. Okay. First to 20 wins. Yep, that's one way to look at it. I definitely agree with that. 27-14 FAMU Prairie View. Yeah, sounds about right. So I guess we're all in the same neighborhood. Yeah, that 38-10 was before the rain, but yeah, I'm definitely thinking 28-10, and I think we all are about close in what we think is going to happen today. Honestly, I'm not even sure how windy it is outside right now. I know there was someone mentioning gust coming out today and playing a factor. So I mean, that's another thing to consider with field goals and stuff. So it's going to be tough today, man. Things are going to be hard to come by today. So, yeah. With that, that's basically all I got for y'all this morning. Here we are. My goodness, Gus, bro. Hey, be ready for anything. I know I'm going to have my jacket on underneath my rain poncho. So I'm going to be comfortable. I'm going to be ready. But yeah, folks, I mean, that's all I got for y'all this morning and stuff. I hope that y'all enjoyed, given the circumstances and everything. As I stated earlier, go to Dick's, go to Academy Sports, go to Walmart, go to Sam's Club, go get yourself a rain poncho, and just sit there in the rain and get comfortable. Do what you got to do, because it's going to be a long one today. It's going to be a long, wet one. Bring a towel, too, to wipe off your seat. Yeah. See, honestly, it's like, look, if you've sat through rainy games before, you know what to expect. This is just really probably the second time that this has ever happened, given the circumstances of today with a FAMU game, because it's like it almost never rains for FAMU games, especially later in the year like this. So this is odd. Plus, it's like everybody else is dealing with the same problem. It's going to be raining in the ACC Championship later today. It's already cloudy behind me in Atlanta on College game day. So everybody's dealing with the same thing. Only thing is Alabama and Georgia have the luxury of playing in a dome. So you just got to make it work. So with that, there will be no post-game reaction this week. There will be Celebration Bowl wise, there will be a pregame show for that. We'll talk about Celebration Bowl and stuff. There will be a post-game reaction for the Celebration Bowl, but none for tonight. So I thank y'all for viewing this episode and everything such as that. I'm actually surprised that Ace didn't wake up early and decide to hop in the comment section himself, but that's fine. You'll see him Wednesday night. So as always, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel and stuff. Make sure you tune in Wednesday night for the Running Gun podcast. We'll definitely react to this game on Wednesday, put it to bed, and then look forward to what we have coming up after that and everything. Thank you for the content getting up. Oh, anytime, man. Anytime. It's what I do. I naturally wake up early anyway. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it work. So thank you for waking up early with us and watching. So we appreciate you, all of you guys in the comment section, and those of you that were watching on Twitter and Facebook that viewed this. So we're appreciative of y'all and sticking with us all season long, and us making this work and making it happen and everything. And we got one more to go after this. This is not the last one. So just know December 16th at 11 a.m. Make sure you wake up with us again and stuff and get comfortable. So keep at it. Yeah, man, keep at it. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. We definitely appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. So as you know, with that being said, folks, stay safe, stay blessed, get comfy. If you are going to the game today, make sure you are mindful of the roads being slick and stuff, and have a great time today. Remember, zero quarter starts at 3:10 today. I don't know why there's no zero quarter. Is the marching storm here? I don't know. They might not be. If they are, okay. If they're not, even better. Halftime is all to the Marching 100 themselves. Although it's going to be interesting how they do this. I've seen the Marching 100 perform in rain before, but we'll see how this happens. But that being said, stay safe, stay blessed. We will see you